Okay, so what the hell is active marketing? I bet you've been asking yourself that question because we keep talking about it. Active marketing is the Live to Play and Sound Pro Live networks exclusive method of using social networking to drive readers directly to content. You all know about social networking. There are problems with companies trying to do it themselves. Not only is anything that's branded seen as advertising, but for those of us with an age higher than our shoe size, there's a million of these networks, and most of them seem like alien life forms. Add to that the fact that doing social networking right is extremely time consuming. It may seem inexpensive because you don't have to buy software or buy ads or whatever to be able to do it, but the time it takes more than makes up for that. More than makes up for that. You'll have to have an employee working almost half time doing nothing but social networking to do it correctly. The other thing is it's very hard to measure and balance. And you know what? It really doesn't matter how many friends or followers you've got if it's not affecting sales in any way. The way we have addressed this is by using our contacts, using all of our friends and followers, and we're on a dozen social networks. And it's not just as Live to Play or Sound Pro Live. We have other people and friends and people who work with us who are also working the same stuff. So when a story comes in for one of our supporters, one of our sponsors, not only does it get put up onto the website immediately, but it gets blasted out. The URL for that content that's important, gets blasted out to all of our social networks. Because we're a trusted source, some of those people will pick it up and retweet it or share it or whatever with their people. We just put a thing up for some gear that was at Music Messa, and within about 10 minutes of it being up, it had been picked up by a couple of other news aggregators and retweeted 125 times. So you can see it's an exponential growth thing, which Andrea addressed in her whole thing about how social networking works. One of the other things we have going that nobody else has is this proprietary module called Gear Hunter. In Gear Hunter, people can search for any piece of gear, and all of these things will come up depending on whether or not there's anything there. Right now, it's searching for the Cerwin-Bega Active Series, and there's a YouTube video of somebody using it. There's nothing in Wikipedia, there's nothing on Amazon, and there's nothing in eBay. If there were things there, you'd be able to see them. So let's change that real quick. And watch as it populates. Now we put in the Line 6 XDV70 microphone. There are 3 YouTube videos, still nothing on Wikipedia, but listings on Amazon and auctions on eBay. Well, when you're a sponsor, as part of the active marketing program, when a page loads, it grabs a piece of gear from a list on the back end that we maintain. The people who are on that list are our sponsors, and every sponsor gets at least one piece of gear in the back-end Gear Hunter list. So every time a page loads, if the user hasn't put in something to search for, those will come up automatically. So how does that help anything? Well, here's some graphic examples, and these are just direct numbers of reads to content. We did 2 reviews on powered speakers. One of them, the company was not a sponsor and therefore did not get the active marketing program. In the time it's been up, it's received 351 reads. On the other hand, Fishman has been a sponsor for quite some time, and we did one of their powered things. And in about the same amount of time, it's received 3,100 reads. That's a factor of almost 10 difference. And that's the kind of thing we find all the time. Let's look at microphones. We did a review of some prepackaged drum mic kits. This one here has been up, and it has 394 reads. Here's the next one, and this one did get the active marketing treatment because they were sponsors, and it's had 1,200 reads. Now, it's not as big a difference because there's fewer people looking for drum mics than there are looking for PA cabinets, but it's still a factor of better than 4. So we find that 4 is the low end of this stuff. Generally, the difference between similar pieces of gear that have gotten active marketing and have not gotten active marketing is a factor somewhere between 7 and 11. That's generally the case. So that's what active marketing is about. It's about driving people directly to content about your products and having them, read it from a trusted source, and including tools right there on the page where they can get more information, see demos, and actually buy it right there. You're not going to find that with anybody else.